That alone, in a weekend, generated us 94 grand additional revenue in our business. Where else would a good business start but in the spare room of your house? This is exactly where Freedom Homes started.
I think all in all, I invested the best part of £1,000 to start this business, and it was bloody good because that was the only money I had. I had £1,000 balance left on my credit card, and I remember sitting there agonising at the time going, bloody hell, how am I going to do this? And I literally had just enough money to get it going. Fast forward that 8 months into it, we'd grown a little bit. I'd made a lot of mistakes, as we all do.
We used to do absolutely everything, guys. For the start off, it was good. We were building, and then there was a day, wasn't there, Adam? There was one particular day where something happened.
I'm going for my numbers sheets, and I'm sitting there going, every month, we should only be about 900 quid off breaking even. I'm going, that's really good. It's like free property deals, we're there. I remember I flipped one house in another business of mine, put 12 grand in the bank and thought, good, we're done. That's like 12 months of our deficit. 2 months went by and it's gone. Doing it again and again and again. I'm going, I can't get my head around this. Like, what is going on? And then I got it right. And I was really sorry that I got it right because I looked at the sheet and staring at me right in the face at the bottom of that sheet was a £6,000 deficit. And that moment, like, my heart sank. Because I realised, like, we are 50% of our turnover short of making the bills. And I think at the time, I was on an amazing 16 grand a year. I was almost the lowest paid person in that office. The apprentice nearly topped me.
It was at this moment we realised together what got us here is simply not going to get us where we wanted to be. So we had to make some form of change, and it had to be a drastic change. We sat down and we actually came to, what are we going to do here? We're going to look at acquisitions. So we managed to find one of our largest competitors. We were looking at buying them out. Also at this period of time, we got a call from another Adam, wasn't it? Adam of Agent Rainmaker. In all honesty, it's one of these things you always think about. The big promise of 100k additional revenue to your business. You've got that slight little suspicion with it, like,
I feel for Adam, I really do, because Adam's such a lovely chap. I'm sat there, and you know when you answer them calls and you go, oh, it's a sales call, why did I answer that? Like, oh, not now. And anyway, Adam gets on the phone, he's a lovely guy, and he goes, oh, he must come to Eric's live. And he's been so patient with me. I could not buy the ticket. I was like, you know, Adam, just take my card details, pay the money, and who knows, we might learn a trick or two.
No.
We're not paying for the full course. I remember saying to Sam, we are not signing up, we are there just to get a few snippets, get our money back.
We heard there's 36 different ways that you can increase revenue within your business. Hearing that by lunchtime, wasn't it? Lunchtime of day one, we were ready to sign up, right? So we go to the back. We signed up to the 4-day bootcamp. We then go to the bootcamp. Day one of the bootcamp, we hear that the 36 different ways that you can increase revenue within your business. So what do? We are buzzing for these next 3 days. There's so much learnings from it that we go home that very next day, we change our 3-page management agreement to a 33-page document. And I wrote all this, by the way, so this took a little while to do, but we changed everything. We outlined all the changes, all the structural changes we were going to do and what we were doing for our landlords. We sent that out on Friday at 5 p.m. Not a single landlord drops off the books. That alone, in a weekend, generated us 94 grand additional revenue in our business. That was mind-blowing from not doing anything different from what we were currently doing. That's absolutely insane. But in addition to that, what we learned over the 4 days, we were going through the acquisition, and it was started off as passing comments, just, on acquisitions, you want to watch out for this. And the things they were mentioning to us to check, if we hadn't checked them, we genuinely would have bought an okay business, yes, but there was so many things wrong with it. The conversations that we had literally made us able to get a good acquisition. And with the acquisition, along with what we changed, we made 354k additional revenue to our business. And that's only the start. We didn't increase the fees. No. We didn't charge for what we were doing extra. We didn't change anything else. Adam went and created a construction company. We couldn't get the stock we wanted. We went and built it, guys. We went and found extra clients, built their stuff for them. This is the type of jump we went, guys. So we didn't think really simple things. We went, okay, we're going to go extreme here to get what we need to do. But we did it. This was phase 1. Phase 2, Adam, you had the 70k deficit. Now, this is when the construction firm was up and running, and obviously this is quite a big thing to happen.
So at this stage, I realised, this isn't working. I knew the money that was coming through was just going to keep covering it if I could funnel some in at the same time. And I'm running around for the next 7 months knowing I was going to make a loss of 100 grand just to keep my head above water so it didn't pull Freedom Homes down. But we pivoted. So now we've gone from actually building the houses for the clients to now we just consult. So now we've gone from what was a £3 million plus turnover business to probably a £300,000 turnover business on that side, making more profit. So yeah, always be pivoting, always be looking at where you need to make your next move.
You simply cannot stay where you are. Losers are people who put their head in the sand, take no action, and go nowhere. Winners are the ones who make the quick decisions and take the quick action to get them to their next stage. Our final question for you guys really is, which one are you going to be?